Apples, one of my favorite fruits to eat. I like how easy they are to take with you, how cheap they are, how you can grow them yourself, and how many different flavors there are to choose from. I could spend my time talking about all the type of apples there are, but that's not the main point of my video. I'm here to talk about how I eat apples. Exciting, I know. When I was younger, I ate apples like most people do, biting around the fruit and leaving the middle part. I know some of you might say that that's not the normal way, but it's definitely the most common way. That style of eating has been shown in cartoons and comics for years, so I'm going to count it as the standard way to eat an apple. I never thought there was any other way to eat one. Sure, you can cut it and slice an apple. That's another method we can count actually. But for me, that always felt like something special. You have to take a few more steps to enjoy the apple. So I never really did that growing up. As an adult, I do enjoy a cut apple now and then. Especially when I'm at home at night. But this normal way of eating apples lasted until I went to high school. Now, in high school, we had to take part in this go to a farm for 1 week and live there kind of program. It used to be 2 weeks, but by the time I did it, it had been reduced to just 1. I don't know why, maybe the school ran out of money or something. I don't really know how the whole thing works actually. Did my school pay to the farm to take me in or not? I never asked, so I don't know. But I was excited about it because I wanted to be placed on a farm with animals, and luckily I was. The family that took me in was super nice. I'm not going to go into all the details about the farm right now, because honestly, that could be its own video. So if that's something you'd like to hear about, let me know in the comments and I might make the video about the farm. Anyway, on the farm, I spent a lot of time with the family and I also met the grandma, the woman who changed everything. We were sitting together at the kitchen table, eating apples. It was summer and they had a lot of apple trees in the farm. But I noticed something about the grandma. She ate the whole apple. Not the stem, of course, but everything else. As a kinda awkward teen, I decided to copy her strange way of eating the apple, just to see what it was like. This was my first time doing it, but the seeds on the apple were small, so I didn't mind. Sure, they were bitter, as always, but I kept munching. The grandma noticed I was eating the whole apple like she did, and she was happy that she wasn't the only one who did it. I panicked a little and just nodded, saying, "Sure, yeah, I eat apples like this all the time." I know I lied, but she was just so sweet. I couldn't tell her I was just copying her. That would have made the moment awkward, and I didn't want that. I was going to live in the same house for a few more days, and I wasn't about to make things weirder than they needed to be. Actually, I'm lying again. I didn't feel awkward there at all. Even though I didn't get placed with a classmate, which was my own choice, I was comfortable in there. So now we can add eating the whole apple to the list. And by now you probably know how I eat apples today. I eat the whole apple. After the first time, I just never went back to the old way. I cannot disappoint the grandma, and I cannot betray the lie I told her, so now it's true. I eat whole apples. Most of the time, I don't care about the seeds or the bitter core. Sometimes, though, the center and the seeds are really bitter. Times like that, I do consider going back to the old way, but I never fully commit. Oh, Oni, why did you make whole video about your apple eating habits? That's a little weird. Well, I'm making this video because one of my dearest friends, who, in my opinion, eats apples very wrong, once said my way of eating apples, the whole thing, is weird. For years we both quietly judged each other for how we eat apples. So how does my friend eat an apple that I make a video about it? They eat every apple only halfway, in my opinion. They go around the apple, but never bite deep into the flesh. So it mostly looked like they just nibbled the surface and left most of the fruit behind. You can't even see the apple stem from the inside or the seeds, because there's still so much flesh left after they're done. And to me, that's really weird and wasteful, if I'm being 100% honest. So here we have two extremes. A person who barely eats the apple, and me who eats the whole thing. That's why every time we eat apples together, we just give each other these silent, disappointed glances. We both know what the other one is thinking, but we never say it out loud. Just a little huffy chuckle from her when she sees me place only the stem down, and me quietly judging her abandoned 80% of an apple she's not going to finish. Am I wrong for thinking that's the wrong way to eat an apple? Let's put her method on the list too. And now, oh my gosh, we can rank them. Fully eating an apple, S tier. Sliced apples, A tier. Eating the apple but leaving the middle part, a solid C tier. My friend's way of eating, below F tier. That is just abnormal. But only there are so many other ways to eat an apple besides those 4. I know there are so many ways to eat apples. I'm just making
You can
this
make
for
caramel
myself,
apples,
and if
you can put the
same
apples
kind of
in
friends,
stew,
okay,
you can
you'll
eat
just
apple
go
pie,
okay.
apple cereal, apple
Alright.
baby food, apple soup, apple drinks, apple cake, apple muffins, apple overnight.
Thank you all for watching this video. Now, if I'm honest, I have been thinking many times that I would just grab my friend's abundant apple and just eat it myself, because I can do it. She's not going to take it, so why would I let her waste some food? But I have not done that. You can comment below how you eat your apples, and I might judge you, I might not judge you. Is my way weird? Is my friend right? I don't know. You tell me that. I hope you liked this video, and I wish to see you in my next one. Bye bye!